Hello and welcome, I'm Simon DS, and this is part 2 of my Introduction to Competitive Pokemon Battling series. Today I'll be covering battle mechanics, or in other words, how battling actually works. This is intended as a broad overview, but I will cover specific mechanics and strategic ideas in greater detail in future videos. I may also simplify certain in-game concepts for the purpose of making this video as comprehensive as possible to beginners. Before I begin, I want to clarify that this series intends to cover Pokemon battling as featured throughout the years in the handheld Pokemon games. I will mostly focus on singles battling and will not be covering the Pokemon trading card game or alternative battling formats from spin-off games. As I mentioned in the first video in this series, Pokemon battling is a turn-based PvP strategy game. 2 players, or trainers, face off against one another with a team of 6 Pokemon. Knock out the other player's team of 6 and you win. Knocking out a Pokemon is a matter of reducing their HP, or hit points, or health, to 0, at which point they faint and can no longer participate in the battle. At the start of the battle, both players will select their lead, the Pokemon that will start the game on the field for them. Both players get to select one action for their team before a turn occurs, and then both actions will play out during that turn. In other words, players make decisions simultaneously, which introduces prediction as a major strategic element into Pokemon battles. All Pokemon can bring up to 4 moves into a battle, and each turn a player can select one of the moves for the Pokemon that's on the field or switch out that Pokemon for a different one. Pokemon can only have their HP reduced or take damage while on the field. Still following? Here's a quick example from a game played on the website Pokemon Showdown. So here we are in Team Preview. You can see both sides have a team of 6 Pokemon, and we're both going to select our leads, and when we've both picked, the battle will start. So I'm going to select Azelf. It says Azelf will be sent out first, and when my opponent selects, then the battle starts. So now here we are in turn 1. I'm going to select my move, Psyshock. My opponent has already selected their move, and you can see them both happen in the same turn. Now in the next turn, I'm going to click Psyshock again, and my opponent is going to switch their Pokemon. So this new Pokemon comes out, and it takes damage instead. Now here we are in turn 3, I'm going to select a move, Energy Ball, a different move this time, and it's going to knock out my opponent's Pokemon and they faint. The battle will continue on like this until one side has lost all 6 of their Pokemon. So far we've talked about HP, but there are actually 5 other base stats, or species strengths, that give all Pokemon a unique set of strengths and weaknesses. These statistical categories are Attack, Defense, Special Defense, and Speed. Beyond these base stats, different Pokemon species also have unique typings, possible movesets, and abilities. Individuals within a species also have various held items, natures, and hidden stat modifiers that differentiate them from other Pokemon of the same species. I will cover all of these mechanics in later videos, but for now, I'm bringing all of this up to demonstrate that there is a huge variety of possible strategies and playstyles available within the game. That's all for this video. Hopefully you should now have a basic idea of how to play Pokemon, what it takes to win a game, and some of the strategic complexity built into the battling system. Tune in next time for part 3 of this series, where I'll discuss the websites Pokemon Showdown, Smogon, and other online resources. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.